Soon, instant dwarf death! Who's to say it's not already happened? Greetings, everyone! It is I, Kikoskia, welcoming you to the stream. The pre-stream, to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable, and get ready for hopefully the game actually clicking up. Where is it? Game. I quit it by mistake because I'm a fool. Let's try that again. This time with me not... There we go! Yay! I'm good at this. I'm a professional. I'm not a professional. It's Dwarf Fortress, everyone. We're back. It's week 2. I quit by mistake because I'm a fool. Someone quote that. I can quote that. Hang on. You are pro at being Kiko. This is true. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all well today. So, what can we do in the time that we have in the pre-stream? I know what we could do in the time that we have the pre-stream. Dwarf! Hello, Sonia. I know Cav's sneaking. So, is this the one I want? Yes, Papercup. Here we go. Child, you know what the quit status is? I don't know what the quit status is. Post telling you you can look through dwarf personalities. That was one of the things I was thinking of doing. The other thing I was thinking of doing was maybe getting a bit of automation going. So, hello Shadowcat. If anyone remembers what was going on, we settled in a pretty inhospitable place. A very inhospitable place. So, do you remember all the desert? Anyway, if my bone carver to be useful today, I mean, there's some bones, so maybe. There is a possibility that you might, in fact, be useful. Also, I have cables just, being every... No, you can actually, no joke, settle in some really nice places in Dwarf Fortress. Like, you can genuinely settle in a nice place. Like, there are places where there's loads of wood, loads of resources, and everything. It's just not this place full of sand. So, first thing we can do is we can start looking at some personalities. Like, A to Z here. Where's the fun in picking a nice place? Trust me, the fun finds you. So, A to Z here. Hello, Nolden. Has a great affinity for language, a great musical sense, a good feel for social relationships, and a good memory, but she has questionable spatial sense and poor focus. She's currently more rude, more fearless, more confident, currently more shameful and less private. You like granite, zinc, cat's eye, high boots, water buffalo for their water wallowing, the words of the glittering silks, and the sight of the tenebrous knots. You prefer to consume rattlesnake and soft wheat beer. And you detest mussels. Well, good news, there are going to be no mussels here because we're in the middle of a desert. That said, there's a camel here. I mean, the two-humped camel. And the resource-wise, the mountain itself, do you like sand? Because we have lots of sand. And plenty of disappointment. We have disappointment in spades. Looks like I have water. Nope. Guess again. I just have sand. I have water here because I made a, use the aquifer. We have bees. We're not going to be using the bees. Okay, we also had, who else is here that's new? Like, Chaos, the Bone Doctor. You are... I don't know if you're new or not. I know that Hammy is new. Amazing spatial sense, great analytical abilities, a very good sense of empathy, and a very good sense of the position of her own body. She has an iffy memory, little natural inclination towards music, and very little linguistic ability. If Hammy was here to read that she had no affinity to music, she'd be quite sad. Burn! Yeah, indeed. It's like, cannot sing or anything. I know that Mishi might be new as well. Hammy is... be very sad. Yep, Mishi, great analytical abilities, great sense of empathy, good focus and good feel for social relationships, questionable spatial sense, meager kinesthetic sense, a large deficit in willpower, and really bad memory. And there's Steel Brain with 42 months. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Welcome back. Hello, Dee. How are you today? When greeting others, he always smiles nervously. He scratches his ear when he's trying to remember something. Interesting. Cav, by the way, is relatively new. A great deal of patience, a natural inclination towards language, very good focus, good creativity and an ability to read emotions fairly well, but a meager ability with social relationships, a poor memory, a little natural inclination towards music. Don't know how accurate that is, Cav, but that's you in this game. And then King Ruler just redeemed the Bavatar tax. The Bavatar is greatly appreciative of your generosity, and will use those sesame seeds well. We don't know what for. But, I'm sure they will. I'm not especially bothered about knowing about, like, random factoids about it. We will figure things out as time goes on. Do not worry. Have you considered upgrading your memory? Like, we'll figure things out as we go. Yeah. Right, what else do we have? Worst Panzer has a natural inclination to language, very good intuition, good creativity, poor empathy, and a shortage of patience. And when nervous, they rarely talk. Are there any plants around here? Termites? No, there is no plants. There's no vegetation. There is nothing but sand. There's a lot of sand. That's all we got. We have a ton of sand. Hello, Mystery One. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We have a lot of sand. Any animals? Yes. There are some camels about. And a giant eagle. So no, not really. We could eat sand. We are not eating sand. I'm well, thank you. So, we have the following situation, okay? We should tame that giant eagle. We are not going to tame that giant eagle. We have 16 people. We should not be wasting resources trying to tame an eagle. Right. So, things we need to think about. Let's look at what stones we have. Alright, we have stones. We have shale, we have claystone, limestone, hematite, limonite, coal, lignite, platinum, petrified wood, magnetite, and some clay. We need to start thinking about getting some of this going. We need to start making some stuff with this. We need to start making some iron. We need to start smelting some lignite and magnetite. We need to make stuff. 4 pieces of sand to make sandstone. No. So we need to think about getting some of this going. We also need to get more lignite and limestone. So, there's lignite here. We absolutely want to mine some lignite. I don't think you can auto-lignite. You can auto-lignite. Okay. Auto-lignite's important. Also, Cloudthare just gifted 5 subs. That's 370 subs you have gifted so far. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Also, much easier said than done finding magma. Much easier said than done. There is no guarantee we will find magma. Like, at all. It's a nice thought, but realistically, just going to see if there's lots of claystone here. There's some limonite we can absolutely... Oh, no. Some limonite we can absolutely auto-mine at some point. And some magnetite. We're going to leave all this here, because we're not really bothered about this. You dig deep enough? Yeah, the question is digging deep enough. Digging deep very early on is a great way to get yourself horribly killed. Because we are not prepared to deal with digging deeper. Do you want to know what military I have? Yeah, I don't have a military. I don't even have a militia commander. Oh no, like, probably the only thing we'll desperately need to trade for is cloth, silk, and wood. It's probably all we need to trade for, maybe some seeds. It's just the beginning that's a bit tenuous, because we're a little low on... yeah, wood, cloth, silk. Food? Nah, we're growing food. Like, we're growing food. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that, Mist, so, if you're expecting a super fast run of things, prepare to be disappointed. We're going to be taking things slow. Slow and steady. See, we got some stuff here, some stuff there. We have 90... we don't have many seeds. In theory, we'd need to get there first. Food should last. In theory. Slow is fine, slow is good. This is not a speed run. No, it is not. So we're making rock pots, wooden bins. We need to make one piece of charcoal. And once you made that one piece of charcoal... actually, no, let's do it another way. Let's do it this way. So one piece of charcoal like this, and then we use the charcoal as a, like, starter for our coal. That's the plan. Once we have the coal going, also we have some random bones. We have amulets, various, like, random amulets and the like, just sort of here. We could maybe make some... maybe make something out of those. Or maybe we could make some bone crafts. Maybe a few bone crafts just sort of hanging around. The main problem we have right now is we don't have a ready supply of crates. The lack of crates is going to be an issue. We do have a lot of blocks and thread. Is it time to die horribly? I mean, it's always time to die horribly. I mean... obviously it's time to die horribly. When is it not? No. I mean, no you can't. That you can make them out of metal? By Dungeon Keeper? Yeah, a long time ago, but... it's not really a game I especially enjoy. You cannot make bins out of rock. You have to make them out of metal, or... you can make rock equipment of barrels. Yeah, you can make rock pots. But you can't make... yeah, do you want to know how many bars of metal we have right now? Bars? None. Yeah, probably is. You're absolutely right, it probably is. It's going to stay off, too. Time to get smelting? Yep, I'm going to start thinking about that. As a point, we probably want to start thinking at some point about getting a textile industry going. How cruel? I know, I'm just the worst. Clearly we need to call President Stone. We cannot call President Stone. There is no way for us to call President Stone. He is unavailable. Also, we have finished making some rock statues. So we should put down some statues. I mean, this is a thing that we should do. But before we do that, we need to smooth these areas. Too deep underground. Yep, you're not wrong. Too deep underground to call President Stone. Very true. Must dig deeper sesame seed option? I considered it, but ultimately we're going to take things semi-slowly. We are going to try and find, like, the underground caverns at some point. We don't have to worry about water right now, which is a good thing. Also, I should think about, like, placing a hospital at some point. I hope they're not. Like a nice hospital here, just in case in the future. Like, they do, but you've got to smooth them first. And we do not have the manpower yet to dedicate someone to engraving. Not yet. When we get a few more migration waves of dwarfs, we can then think about doing that. Not at the moment, though. Actually, honestly, I don't want to do that. I want to make this area an area where we have more houses, or rather, buildings. Do I have a doors thing? I do have a rock doors, rock table, rock thrones. We need more tables. We need a big dining area. Like, we're doing okay for drinks. Speaking of which, we have a brew drink from plants. That's good. That's going. The wood situation, but we'll be alright. We won't be alright. We won't be okay. We just finished trading. We do have some nice items. We're going to take them back. Your bottleneck will be beds. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of this wood is saved for beds, with the exception of, like, one. If we dig down, we should be alright. We should be able to find something. The problem is, we need wood. And we don't have any wood. Yay, no wood! We'll be alright, though. Also, we can literally do no engraving here. Keyword should be? Well, one of two things will happen. Either we do okay or we fail miserably. You can break barrels? Why would I want to? I want the barrels. Barrels are useful. Like, why break the barrels? They already exist. That's just more time that my dwarves could be spending doing other stuff. Nope, won't be breaking them. Barrels are more useful to me than the beds. Like, I need barrels. Elves care about all trees, not just surface trees. They care about trees full stop. Everything's fine, draw-proof. Oh, we haven't even pressed play yet. Right now to see what's going on. We should probably focus on making some copper and making some iron. Copper and iron seems like a good idea. Also doing lignite stuff and coal stuff seems like a good plan. Then we can have someone just making bars. And where do you grow underground trees? Yeah, they grow on their own volition over time. You could also maybe grow them if you build a big enough space, but we don't have the infrastructure to do that yet on account of us not having any underground trees. That would require us getting to the underground, which we are not at yet. We also have lots of empty things, so we're doing okay at the moment. Time will tell how it goes. Let's press play. Let's let time progress. Oh, also, oh, wait, you don't need to be there anymore. Whew. Okay. Bins. Yep, nothing's there. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Ah, we can sort out the soil problem. We can absolutely sort out the soil problem. Also, I want to set a location here and have that be manufacturing floor. Excellent. We can absolutely get soil. So they're going to start smoothing. Smoothing here is important because we'll place some statues here. Let them finish their diagonal. And there we go. Now, furniture, statues. What do we have? Let's not put that statue down right now. Let's put down a statue of Keshem. Oh, we could smooth the floor underneath, that's true. Let's smooth the floor underneath too. You make a good point. No, figurines is what I need to keep for next year. Figurines is what I need to keep for next year. Do is an urgent priority. Charcoal has been made. Right, so. Make, like, fuel from bituminous coal. Condition. We need at least 5 of that. We need... Honestly, I don't think you can ever have enough of that. I never remember the numbers I want for this. I never remember the numbers I want. Like, we need some coal just in case someone wants to make something out of it in the future. We have more than 10 of this. Problem is, we don't have 1 refined coal. There's the thing, we have charcoal, we don't have refined coal. So that won't work. Greater than 1, we don't have greater than 1. We don't have greater than 0 either. Yep, it still says we don't have 1. We also need a lignite command. Much the same. Like right now it's just saying we won't make this. So they won't probably trigger. Greater than 0, still won't trigger. They're hauling it. Probably. Well, we'll see what happens. So they're smoothing that. Okay. Statues. We'll put that one there. I don't know who that's meant to be. Also, keep building. Put that there. Actually, no. Cancel. Let's put the other statue there. And few statues of dwarfs. Now, are these all... Yeah, they're all pretty much occupied. Cav, do you hate mussels? I don't remember. Nope, you're fine. So, Cav, your room is about to have the statue with the mussels. That's where it's going. So, statue... You get the claystone statue of a mussel. Ada hates mussels. Okay. Mussels? I know. Yeah, they're not triggering. We have one charcoal, but that's not triggering. Maybe they haven't checked the thing yet. What did you miss? Oh, just us placing some statues down. They look nifty. Also, we do need to start thinking about rock coffers and rock cabinets. They always do that. 5 of each. Hard rock is greater than 10. And empty rock coffers. What's the 5? Could just remove the refined coal conditioner or do it if they can camp with charcoal. That's not a bad idea. Also, hello. Hope you're doing well. It's fine. We need that to be greater than 10. We need that to be less than 5. No, it's random. It's random, because the only instrument we have right now is a gong. 2 dwarves do love this place. By sheer coincidence, they're likely the miners. So I'm going to remove that condition right now. Let's see what happens. They'll probably get to work now on that. So what's going on deep below? The answer is... You're just digging! This is good, because we need more rock. Well, made more rock pots. First time streaming this? Yes, but not the first time playing it. Not the first time playing it. I'd like to grab that, please. Cordy rock? Yep. The dwarvening continues. It does. We're just grabbing more stuff. Bone crafts have been completed. What bones are you using for that? Not even kidding. What bones are you using for this? Because, those bones are still there. Ah, we have 300 food. Don't ask where the bones come from. Okay. I won't. Good thing there's no cave-ins. There are. There absolutely are cave-ins if you mess up. There are absolutely cave-ins. Yeah, we've got a few more tables. What was that? I don't remember what that was for. It was probably just something silly. Anyway. What bones? Oh, we just got bones. Okay, so... Ah! They are now starting to make coal. We have fuel, everyone! And with this fuel, we can start making resources. Okay, what stone do we have again? So, we did it! I know! We have shale, claystone, limestone, hematite, which is good for iron, limonite, lignite,
Ooh, a pouch of gold.
Insert fuel get fanfare here. Thank you very much, Alden. Magnetite. We have tons of magnetite. So let's get some going. Let's get some hematite, some limonite, and some magnetite. So, smelt hematite ore. Here we go. Right, so. Condition. Iron bars less than 200. Hematite greater than 10. Refined coal. Need to make sure we have some. Greater than 5. So that's going to be good for smelting. And Old Dragon here is with a party of 31. Thank you so very much. That is so absurdly kind of you. Thank you. He bringeth the ham, he bringeth the raid, and he brings us potentially... Yeah, we're just making some hamatite here. Here comes the ham stocks, I know. So much ham. This makes more iron. Thank you, Old Dragon. Always great to have you here. Always great to have you here. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Is Ham Ray delivering ham or stealing it? I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell us. I'm sure he'll tell us. Right. Magnetite. Doing well? Marvelous. So we found 3 different flavors of iron. We found 3 different flavors of iron. Great. I was kind of hoping for some copper. Like iron, platinum. We have some. We should absolutely do something with that platinum.
Pouch of gold.
So do you want iron, or iron? I really don't want iron. No. Somebody rolled for the name of the ambassador. We already have that. Do we have any other resources that are not iron? I mean, there's a cluster of gems. Clusters of gems are useful. We have magnetite here. Yeah, the old ambassador is old and might die soon. They might. Right. We now finally have the ability to do stuff. No, it's all exactly the same. Like, there is no functional difference between the 3. There's no, like, different qualities of ore. Brooding some plants has been done. We have tons of booze. Booze is not a problem. Tetrahedrite can be smelted into copper. That's great. We don't have any right now. We really don't have any right now. We have nothing like that. All we have at the moment is iron. I mean, I suppose it's good. We also have limestone, so we could start making steel at some point. We are dwarfing. It's Friday, therefore we dwarf. Brown jasper. Where? Oh. You found brown jasper right there. Neat. See, people are busy. They're smelting. We should probably make this as a priority. Workshop. Furnace. Smelter. Boop. And boop. How do I find new ores? You dig. Yep. You dig holes and you find things. Like here, we found some tourmaline, we found some bloodstone.
A pouch of gold.
Ah, yes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Dwarf's Day. Normal week, you know. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you ever so much for the 20 bits. So kind of you. See, rock pots have been completed. Sapphires. Don't know where they are. Not here. there's the shawls. Do that. Can't wait until we find an ancient evil lair of Sally the Right now, we're currently finding not a lot, but we are finally making stuff, and this is important. Rock pots. Well, yeah. How many gems do we have right now? Rough gems. 18. We absolutely... Building's going fine. We absolutely want a cut gems command now. Just like a generic cut gems. To say, if we have... Like... Is if it's greater than 5... Greater than, like... 8... Cut 5. You always want to have some rough gems. Now, as far as gems go... We have none. Oh, cut gems, sorry. Cut gems, we have... We don't have many, 17. We don't have many things we can actually encrust right now, because we aren't making many finished goods. Rubies! Huh! That's a pretty good gem. That's a very good gem. Okay, how many stones do we have? Because we kind of want some loads. Right, let's start thinking about making some rock crafts. Rock crafts seem like a good thing to just start making. I think we should make 50. Good 50 rock crafts will give us a bit of resources going in. Which characters be used in Dwarf name?
Mayhem!
Don't know.
Yippee!
And that's Nerd King Ruler there, gifting a sub. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Truly is kind. So yeah, we are just making some resources. As an aside, I should probably think about making a, yeah, at some point I should think about making a guardhouse of some variety. Where am I going to put that? Probably here. Like a guardhouse here seems like a good idea. Guardhouse there. For when we eventually get a military. We don't have a military yet. You guys are still hanging around. That's fine. How many doors do we have spare? Quite a few. We should put some doors down. Door. 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 And door. And... where else could we put a door that would be useful? I mean, I could put a door here for the moment. We do have a lot of iron, and iron's good. I mean, we have iron now. 16 iron bars. We could make things with that. Slowly. Maybe. Also, we should absolutely get ready in the future some, where is clothing? We want a loom. And we want a stuff for the future. We want a clothier. And we have a leather working already, don't we? It's further up. That's down. I always get that wrong. Butcher tanner. No, we don't have a leather worker. Well, leather worker is going there. Have you heard about the hit game called Lumen? It's pretty good. Okay. There we are. We have so many things going on, and quite a bit of it's automated. They're about to leave. Good. We don't want you here anyway. Okay. I want to dig down, like, now. Let's dig down now. and see what we can find on this floor. Anything good? Got another cat. We also have some limonite, limonite, which is okay, I suppose. It's not quite what I was looking for, but you know, well. This floor just seems to be limestone central. I mean, limestone is very nice. What we don't have a lot of, though, is, yeah. Problem is, lots of limestone is good. But it's also not... It's also not coal. Also, that's a big vein. Yeah, we're going to have to dig further down. We're actually going to dig down a fair bit. Just find some veins to eventually dig up. So you're making that from that, that's fine. We're just slowly digging, finding more stuff, not finding coal. Rock coffers have been completed. Good, we need to start using them. On this floor, because we need to put a box here. And we need to start placing boxes in people's rooms. Because people like boxes. They like things to store their stuff in. What's the worst monster that attacked me? Yes. Yes. I've had some horrible things attack me in various things in Dwarf Fortress. How was the mining? It's going alright, thank you. We've only just started really, beginning to dig deep, but, it's happening. Okay, we found... selenite? Selenite is probably just a rock, then. Fair enough. Selenite is just a rock. It claims it's something important, but is it really? I don't think it is. You're just going to town over there. Ooh, that is a gem I wish you to dig up. And you found more gems. Please mine the gems. Please mine that as well. Okay, how are we doing here? What are you doing? You're weaving thread into cloth. Alright. It's fine. More rock cabinets. We can start placing cabinets down. Cabinets are good. People like cabinets. How are the statues doing? Rock statues are not currently being made. Is that because we already have more statues? It might be. It could probably be. Okay, let's do that. Give people something to do. Place some more statues down. Oh, migrants! Migrants are arriving! Some migrants are here. How many? I think that's it. We only got 6. We only got 6 migrants. Alright, what do we have? A woodcutter? Oh boy, you picked the worst place to go to. Oh, we got some children. We got children, everyone. They're gonna be useless. So we got 4 people, effectively. This potentially means that we don't have to... Where's the 7th? There is no 7th. Okay, so we have a woodcutter, a mason, useful, an animal trainer, and a stonecrafter. Pretty decent dwarfs. Except the woodcutter. I feel like you might eventually go on a military squad. So, we got some naming to do. Okay, Crow of Creus, you are the woodcutter. Yep. Where are all the trees? You picked the worst place to go. I'm gonna cut so many trees! Wait, what do you mean there's a... Basically, Papercup doesn't have trees. Yeah. I'm sorry, but no trees. Who's gonna be this mason? They're also a novice glazer and wound dresser, which isn't terrible. Okay. Dark Jade 1, you are a mason. Congratulations. Now, Nish, who is an animal trainer. And that's pretty much it. You are people! Excellent. Now, we have a stonecrafter, who's also a novice planter. Very useful. Who's gonna be that? Okay. Oh, Alias. You are dwarfless. Dwarfless. I like it. I like it a lot. And now, who wants to be a child? 'Cause, you're 9. You might actually get to do something before you die horribly. We'll have a look at the pets in a moment. Dig deeper. You can't tell me what to do, child. And finally, what name do we have here? Malix 636. Okay, important thing we need to do is work orders, no, labors, chores. Children do not do chores. Now, I know people can be like, children are useful. They are. But also, if you don't give children chores, they just end up with really, really happy memories. And because they have really happy memories, they later grow up to be extremely happy dwarfs. Because their, like, first 5, 6, 7, 8 years are literally just, I had tons of fun. Yeah. Like, funnily enough, children don't like doing all the stuff that you give them. So if you give them no chores, they just play. And they love playing. Yeah, it does mean that they won't be doing all this stuff. But they don't learn skills. They won't learn skills anyway. None of this stuff learns them skills. This is just menial tasks. Like, this is all menial. You won't learn any skills by doing any of this. They can learn skills if they come across a strange mood, though. If they have a strange mood, they can come across skills there. This room is unassigned. I imagine some people are going to take these rooms pretty soon, though. They don't learn anything by doing chores, because all the chores are menial. Like, they're not skillful chores, they are menial. Like, they'll learn nothing from any of this, it's just hauling. No, I don't need to build a nursery. I need to make some toys, though. They teach you how to milk, but anyone can milk. Gonna make some rock toys. So then they can play with the toys.
Mayhem!
And there's Canis Rufus there with 42 months. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Now, animals. Someone brought a puppy. Someone brought a mule fowl. And a goat. I feel like the goat might be a problem. Nadarogia, I don't think milking is actually a skill in the game. That's why they're not going to learn anything, because there's no skill for milking. Can't adopt anyone? Nope. We'll see how... I mean... That's just gonna get executed. We're just gonna kill the mule. We're gonna leave the goat, though. We're gonna see what happens with the goat. But the mule gets slaughtered. We don't want it. We don't have any things to do with it. Also, we are going to dig down as a matter of urgency. Yellow jasper. Very nice. Yep, found that. We can auto that later. What else have you found? Rock tables have been done. Got dolomite. More dolomite. Hematite. Okay. More. And there we go. Shale. None of that screams coal to me, but, you know. Who are the parents of these kids? Good question. Your parent is, Peepo? Okay, so Peepo is the mother of both of these, people. Who I think should also share a room with them. And the owner of the goat. Now, interesting question. 4 people in my fort don't have bedrooms right now. And I have 4 unoccupied bedrooms. They'll claim when they want to sleep. Yep, we'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. And the mule is dead. Mule dead. Everything is currently being taken. Kitten alert. Yeah, we have a kitten. Also, should we name the dog? Who wants to be the dog? I mean, we have a dog. We might as well name the puppy. Who wants to be the puppy? It's a pet that's probably not gonna die, so who wants to be puppy? I'd say not picking. No, if people want to roll for the puppy, we'll roll for the puppy. And they can refuse it if they ended up not wanting to be the puppy. Who wants to be a dog? Tafufa said first. Okay, we'll be Tafufa then. If Tafufa said first, we'll have Tafufa do it. Okay, that's fine. We'll make Tafufa the puppy. I mean, after all, it's not a dwarf. So... Is it possible to train war pets? Absolutely. Absolutely it's possible to train war pets. So what we want to do is you basically want to go to this bottom floor and make like an exploratory passage. Like here. We want to see if we can find something interesting. I want to see if we can find something cool. We probably won't. I'm a little worried about the not finding anything that's not iron. I mean, there's phrase, which is neat, but it's not we found nothing but iron. And I'm a little worried about the finding nothing but iron part. I really want to find, like, some copper. We have loads of shale. Claystone, limestone, dolomite, hematite, limonite, coal, lignite. Tons of magnetite! Oh, the irony. I know! I don't remember what floor we found the coal on, which is interesting. I don't remember what floor we found it on. I remember we found it.
Ooh, a pouch
Embrace
of
it,
gold.
Mount Sand. Yeah, thank you, Nolden. It's good, but the problem is we really want to find some other materials, because right now we've got no source of bins unless we make iron bins. And I'm a little reluctant to make iron bins. I mean, we could make iron bins. Like, if people really want us to make iron bins, we can make iron bins. Well, if you have that much iron, its value drops. No, not really, because we don't have that many iron bars right now. We only have... Okay, we have 76 iron bars. We could make iron bins? Okay, let's make some iron bins, shall we? Like, empty iron bins, less than 5. Iron bars, we need, like, more than 10. Refined coal, more than 5. We're going to make bins out of iron. This is going to be a problem. We don't have many wheelbarrows either, because, yeah, not much wood. So, bit of an issue. Also, we need more lignite. Like, can we mine this lignite pretty quickly? We also struck more lignite. Excellent. We struck more lignite. Mine the lignite. Clearly we need to make wheelbarrows out of sand. Ooh, masterpiece bauxite bracelet times 2. Very nice. There. Well, there it is. It's worth 50. Look at that. We're making some valuable trade goods. And we've made toys. What are the kids doing? Playing and making believe. Look. Enjoyment after playing make-believe. Enjoyment after playing with a puzzle box. I played with a puzzle box. I enjoyed that. They enjoyed that. Shouldn't you switch to figure production instead of... Yes, actually. You make a good point. You make a very good point. However, some generic trade crafts might do just in case the humans show up. Plant seeds need plump helmet spawn. Oh. That's okay. No seeds. Cave wheat. Bit late, though. Meh. We can switch it out later. Anyway. Some dwarves just like being grumpy. It's a sad fact of reality, but some dwarves are just, you know, grumpy. They just like to be miserable, and there isn't much you can do about it. Okay. Sometimes they're just grumpy. Sweet pots. Yeah, some of them are just grumpy. Tiger Eye. Oh, you know what? I like microcline.
Ooh, a pouch of
It's like
gold.
one of my favorite resources. About 1 in 7 dwarves are grumpy, apparently. But I really like microcline. It's such a lovely color That's more magnetite. Okay, game. I get it. More magnetite. Can we not have magnetite? Hi, what's that? That's native platinum. Yeah, we're mining that right now. Native platinum gets mined as an urgent priority. We want to see how much native platinum we can get. Like, mine that now. There isn't much of it, but there is little native platinum. Scroll, that's just a gem. I mean, we're doing great for iron. We're doing great for iron. Look at all the iron. Iron for days. Game, no, you get iron. That's all we get. We have limestone for days as well. Look at all the limestone we have. Tons of that too. Just limestone everywhere. Got any flux? Limestone!
Mayhem!
Right there! Hello, Woolly Wolf. Thank you ever so much for 32 months, or 42 months rather, and a 42-month streak. Thank you! It's ever so kind of you. We should start putting doors down everywhere. Doors are good. We like doors. Put a door here, and a door there. A door here. And a door there, and a door there. Just start placing doors. We're going to have more than enough things for doors. We just need doors, like, all over the place. If there is a door that we can have, we'll have it. Also, if there are statues, we can put them down too. Not there, though. Making more... I mean, it's what I do. We need doors. Got a statue of a brown recluse spider? Sure, we'll put that down. Doors for days! Doors for days. What we need... Oh, little goose. What we need, not iron doors, what we need... Smoky quartz... Tetrahedrite! That's a new... That's good. Mine that now. That's tetrahedrite. That's not... Oh, it didn't last very... Oh, there's barely any of it there! Malachite? Ooh! Okay. Uh-oh. So! This could go bad. You heard that weird noise? That's a strange mood. This could go badly wrong, someone could go nuts. Depending upon what the person wants. So this person withdraws from society, they claim a workbench, and they start making a thing. Yeah, Cav has claimed a thing. Hope they don't want shells. Well, if they do, they're gonna go crazy. He better not want... We got wood! We've got wood! So... You've claimed a stoneworker's bench. So we're going to follow Cav here. I'm going to follow you and see what you want. So. You have begun your mysterious construction. Ooh, that's good. It wasn't a big thing. You have a piece of cloth and a rock. That is what you've created. You got a piece of cloth and a rock, and you went, this is all I want. This will do me perfectly. So, the advantage of this is that Cav is going to become a pretty amazing stoneworker after this. It might be a bed, and if it's a bed, he gets it. If it's a bed, Cav gets the bed.
Ooh,
making a sling and bullet to kill Goliath. No, 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 no. Thank you very much, Nolden, though, for the bits. That's so kind of you. You've also found... We have found, like, so many things down here. There's malachite, there's Gems. Okay, this is a good floor. I like this floor. This floor is fun. It doesn't have much tetrahedrite, but it has tetrahedrite. We absolutely need to, like, just mine all that out. So, what is the thing you are going to make? By the way, they're going to be really happy when they make this thing. It could be something awful. It could be something useless. What is the thing? What are you making, Cav? What thing are you forging? I always deal fairly. If it's a fancy mug. Also, you have reminded me, make some more mugs. Just make more mugs. We always need more of them. This is their life's work. And it's going into winter. This thing better be good, Cav. You got the first random item. This better be good. That's good. We need a lot of mugs. Trust me, I'm future-proofing myself on the mug front. I'm future-proofing myself. Always future-proof mugs. You don't want dwarves to get miserable because they can't drink out of a mug. Cav has managed to make Dakas Stinstmig, a bauxite amulet. She offers it to the crazed sack of cups. Let's have a look at this artifact. It better be valuable. 2,000. This is a bauxite amulet. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. This object menaces with spikes of bauxite. On the item is an image of a leaf or fruit in cave spider silk. That's the first item. It's an amulet. We could just sell it. It's like, okay, leaf or fruit? I'm not sure. TD, fine. So, got a number of things we could do with this. But you know what I'm going to do with it? If I place it on a pedestal, can it be stolen if it's placed on... I buy that for $1. Thank you very much, Gnosis. That's so kind of you. It can be stolen if it's placed on a pedestal. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We don't want it to be stolen. It's like the first artifact we have. We do not want it stolen. What do we do with it? We could make a vault and just lock it away and never do anything with it ever again. That seems like a good idea. We don't have a noble. We have no nobles. We have no nobles. Let me try and get into this game, but the complete intimidates me. Certainly, it's got a steep learning curve. It is pretty difficult at times to. You'll inevitably lose the first few times you play. Better train up as a security dwarf? Nope, I don't have any people yet for that. I don't have enough dwarfs. I only have 22 dwarfs. I cannot do this yet. Also, we need a couple of rock pedestals. So it is winter. Nothing really has changed. We've smelted a ton of ore, which is marvelous. What we're not finding is a lot of coal. Which wouldn't be a problem There's some more tetrahedrite. Okay, tetrahedrite is good. We want more tetrahedrite. And malachite, and every single rock that is not iron. So many things that are not iron. Also, what are our... You're making rock mechanisms, you're digging. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I've seen thieves get into big places, but we do need a vault. Like, a vault is an important thing to just have. You do want a vault. You trade for coal? Yes. The dwarves won't bring much, but they absolutely will potentially bring some. Bridge. Perfect. There we go. Just do that. You'll eventually build that. And then we'll place a pedestal in here. Actually, before we do that, as a low priority, smooth the entire area. Masterpiece shale mug. Marvellous. Good to see that we have that going on. Oh no, you can get rough gems. Like, people absolutely will bring rough gems to you if they are in the if they're in the trading window. They absolutely are a thing that you can find. Or malachite. Excellent. We do want a bit of that. So yeah, we dug deep. We didn't find... We found stuff. We found a ton of magnetite. Which is great, because we need more of that. Shells. Yeah, you can't get... I've not found anybody who will just bring shells. We should probably build some... Probably dig some exploratory tunnels. This way and that. No, I've seen them bring rough gems. I'm pretty sure I've seen them bring rough gems as well. They could bring almost anything. You have grown into a dog. Where is he? Yep, Tafoo for his dog. Okay, how... You know what we're going to do now? We're going to place a minor project, which is... smooth the entire corridor. Just smooth everything. It's a minor project, smooth everything. Because if we smooth everything here, it'll increase the quality of the room, and the dwarves like sleeping in a high quality room. Dwarves like sleeping in comfort. And a good way to improve the quality of a room is to smooth it. So we'll do that.
Ooh.
With dwarves, everything is inevitably a minor... It is! Good job then, Older, with that pun. I appreciate that pun. How are we doing for... Shale is fine, claystone, limestone, tons of limestone, hematite, limonite, malachite, coal... Tons of lignite. Good. We have loads of lignite. So we're not going to have a problem with coal. How much platinum do we have? 14 platinum nuggets. Well, I know what I'm doing now. I'm smelting 14 native platinum. That's pretty important. We're absolutely smelting native platinum. Also, yeah, we need actually this to just be mined now. This area just needs to be a lot bigger, because this is pretty full. We need... What's the nuggets to bar smelting ratio? Usually 1 for 1. That's just gems. That's fine. How many gems do we have? Rough gems. 31. Well, you know what time it is now. It's time to start setting an encrust command. Encrust finish goods with cut gems. Now the condition is that we need greater than 8 cut gems. We always want to have at least a couple of gems left over. Always want more cut gems left over. Big nose. I'll take the receipt. Nope. Can't do that. Okay, slowly but surely they're doing that. Yup. Oh, the bunny is hungry. So the problem with the bunny is the bunny can't feed because there's no grass. What about the goat? The goat is also hungry because there's nothing to feed because grass. You're fine. Yeah, well, there's not a lot I can do about it. There's no grass. The only solution I have is a drastic one. And that is that we go to this floor, we dig down a lot, and we hope to find something good. That's our solution. Also, our goose became a gander. Augustine rather became a gander. Okay, so while they're doing that, we will get a mechanism going with shale. Clear tourmaline, excellent. That's just more gems. We'll actually make this priority 2. So that you don't do this as quickly, and instead you focus on digging. Pause game! Pause game! We found the caverns, ladies and gentlemen. Magma pool. I don't know where it says we found one. There. There's magma here. Right, pretty important thing we need to do now is, turn off collecting webs. Where have you dug out? Here. So in the middle, there's a hole here. I need to deal with the hole. So let's cancel building these. I can construct a floor over it. Yeah, I could demolish... Hang on. Construct floor. Blocked at this location. I can construct a floor here. That'll do the trick. If I construct a floor here, that's blocked off. What other creatures have we found? None. More importantly, this has opened up the prospect of a, we can now make a pasture. Like right here, we can make a pasture. it might not be in time to save those animals. So yeah, as I was saying, if we build a floor here, that should block things off, right? Like, one floor there should block off the way, and things can't fly up and then murder our face. This does mean that our woodcutter finally has something to do. I'm pretty sure murdering someone's pet is going to make them unhappy. I think that might upset people. Yeah, you can't slaughter them, but we can build a floor here. Now the plan is, because we've managed to gain access to this area, we can dig down here to there, and then dig out here like that. Make a bridge. We have access to trees now. We have tower caps and dimple cups and pigtails and dead things. Hey, Dragon! Have been a fan of your YouTube videos for a long time. It's finally awesome to watch your Twitch stream. Glad to entertain. Hopefully. We also have sand here. This should not surprise you. That, however, surprises me. I mean, it's there. So, it's an idea, potentially. It's an idea, possibly. Just presenting some options to myself here, for myself. Just thinking. Because that magma pool is interesting. If I could wall off this area here. Ooh, the things I could do if I could wall off this area. I basically need more eyes on this area. But for now, let's get some decent access to it. Would doors work? No. No, doors will not work. Where are you digging? No, don't dig that as a priority. Actually, no, it should be alright. We've unleashed the spores. The spores have been unleashed just by us going into this area. The spores have been released. See? Sparse fungus. We already have fungus. So let us... Like, this is important. Fungus is good. This counts as grass. And grass is great, because that means that things will be able to feed. Like, this is a good development. This is a good problem to have. Dwarves don't care about fungus. Fungus is fine. They are perfectly happy with it. Also, we need to put some doors here. We only have one right now. Bunny might not starve. That's the thing I'm hoping. Like, the thing I'm hoping is we can, like, put them in this area quickly, and they won't starve, and it'll be good. That's the hope. Right, we need to also to make an area here which is caverns. Can it spread to the desert outside? No. It's only limited to, like, indoor locations. As far as I know. It is spreading quickly, though. It's spreading very quickly. Which is very good. Right. We now need to set up a pasture. And in the pasture, we want to assign the goat and the bunny. They get to go there. There's some stuff there they can eat. Not the goose. Goose doesn't need to. Goose is fine. Now, while I'm thinking about it, we need to make some iron chains. Just a couple. Just a couple of iron chains. Like 5. But thinking about the future here. Also, mushroom already, as you can see. Mushrooms growing everywhere. Yep, see? Healthy! Not hungry anymore. It ate. The goat will not die! Come on, bunny! The bunny will not die! They live! That means we can start getting some animals in the near future. And this is very good. We want animals. We also want to put some cabinets down at some point. Rock doors? Marvelous. Like giant eagles? I mean, we're probably not going to be given any giant eagles. Like, I don't think giant eagles are going to be something that we will be provided. But hey, we have a ton of iron, and oh, right, we've opened up this, so, quickly, we need to build a bridge here out of claystone blocks, and we also need to put a switch up here. What was this for? That's the oh no switch. What was this switch for? Oh, this switch is for here. The Vault of Treasure, which, by the way, we need to place a display pedestal right here and right here for future artifacts. And we also need a third switch. This is basically going to become our switch room right here. There we go. We also need this, like, opening up as soon as possible. Okay, so. A switch room? Now, you know what we can do? Right now, okay? We can chop down some trees. And these trees will give us wood. I know! We actually have trees. It's kind of important, the whole tree malark. Kinda need some trees. Also, we need some statues. Some very particular rock statues. We need them to be of our civilization. The elves care about it. They absolutely care. They do care about these trees. But right now we just need trees. They've not even come to visit us yet. It's not a problem. Okay, I'm just glad that... Okay, you've cleared that out. Good. Let's extend this out a bit. Make it a bit bigger. Also, I see there are gems there. They're not here at the moment. Okay, so what stone do we have? We have hematite, 18 malachite, and 12 platinum nuggets, tetrahedrite. Okay, so let's smelt some tetrahedrite. Tetrahedrite makes copper and silver. Hello, Yule, how goes it? So, if we have less than 300 copper and 100 silver, and like 5 refined coal and 8 of that, there we are, and malachite, which makes copper. We have less than 200 copper and 8 malachite and 5 of this. We will then make 5 malachite. Okay. Time for bins, eventually. We're actually making some iron chains, which is good because we're going to need some of those. How many dogs do we have right now? Not a lot. We need more puppies. So that we can turn them into war dogs, so that we can do stuff. Okay, you found some bauxite. That's great. Don't find anything terrible down there. That's a bunch of lava, lava, lava. Okay. Okay. How's the chopping of trees doing? Oh, we're chopping down trees. What are you storing in the stockpile? Oh, the tree. Oh, look at all of that wood. Look at all that wood. Like mushroom wood raining from the heavens. Oh, it makes me so happy. We don't have a wood problem anymore. We've got wood. Ah, this is brilliant. Oh, look at all that wood. So good. Ah, I'm just so pleased. We don't have a wood problem anymore. For the moment. Right. Link this with that there. Well, they can. But they won't. We'll be fine. Rock coffers have been completed. Ah, this is so good. And we also are making a lot of, look at how much progress we're making on that. We are... The Woodcutter knew he was needed. Because Katrina told him. Yeah, Katrina went, I see a fortress in the far distance. They have only sand, but deep below there is wood. From this vision, I can deduce that your luck with woodcutting will improve. Katrina is a sore sucker. Too much money. Well, turns out they were right about it. They were absolutely right. Also, let's place some more statues down, shall we? In a little bit. Like we can place a statue here. Do you want a statue of this guy? Sure. I'm just pleased that we managed to find this. Okay. If you cut down this tree... That's obsidian. If you go cut down... This is a lot of magma. Magma's really good. The problem is, it's not in a great location. That's it. I could do something with it. It's dicey, yeah. It's right here, is the thing. Also, apparently I had a massive blip of, like, lost frames at one point, and I don't know where they came from. One moment. Yeah, the problem with pumping up stuff, Anthoric, is I have no idea how to do that. So, and I don't have the infrastructure yet. It's probably more sensible that I move down to get it than bring it up. I need a better look at what's over here, though, is the thing. So if I, like, say... order... There's no trees that I can... If I cut down... Say, make an order to cut down a tree, like... here. And here. We can see what's in this area. There's so much wood. We have so much wood at the moment. Okay, let's, for the time being, get rid of the iron bins command and make a wooden bin command. Because wooden bins are a lot lighter. We'll keep the rock pots, but we'll do a wooden bin command. That's a good idea too, alternate beds. But we'll keep the, like, amount of logs big. Yeah, we'll make a beds one too. Like, make bed 10 if the amount of beds less than 5 and logs greater than 20. Just remember that moment. I have too much wood at the moment. We obviously will not end up having too much wood by the end of it. You just found a ton of stuff. Right over there. Oh, that's a lot of magma. Okay, that's a lot of magma. Thank you, Didi. We could do something with this. Using tunneling. Like, if we build a tunnel, like here. Okay. Do we have any magma-safe stone? I don't think we do. That's the problem. I don't think we have any magma-safe stone. I probably do. Let's have a look. We have shale, claystone, limestone, dolomite. Yeah, I'm not doing any pumping stuff right now. We have that. Hematite, limonite, malachite, coal, lignite, platinum, tetrahedrite, gypsum, magnetite, bauxite, selenite. We also have if we go up, we also have microcline. But I don't think microcline is magma safe. No. Dolomite is. We only have 4 of it, though. Where did I find dolomite? Dolomite right here. Okay. Okay, we have dolomite. So we do have something. Okay, so let's think about this. So we have a bunch of lava here. If we channel it here... If we channel it here, into this area, we could make some forges down here. Okay. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. You don't need a level above? Hang on! I can just seal this whole level off. The magma surface is 1 level below the cavern level. I want to be here. That's where I want to be. I want to be here. The problem is... That's 9. I could go a really weird way around and go down to go up. That seems counterproductive. If I could just build a wall here to block this off. Or I could dig here. Okay. That could work. If I dig here... So let's make a note of the stairs. See? We found magma, we did. Dig to here. Okay, let's think about this. So I need like a line of magma. I'd also need to make some mechanisms, and I'd also need to make some stuff. This is workable, though. That's the thing. This is workable. We can do something with this. We have a plan. This might involve someone burning to death, okay? I'm just gonna mention this. This might involve someone burning to death. It's a risk. Someone might die. Horribly. In a burning inferno. But we'll see where it goes, okay? We'll see what happens. So you're gonna dig out some dolomite. You're gonna make some more rock statues. How many rock statues are we making? 5 out of 5 at a time. Possibly the miners are the ones the biggest risk of burn. Yeah, those are the ones that are gonna burn. So you're gonna grab all this. That's there. That's great. Oh, we found some more coal, didn't we? Oh, coal is good. Oh, coal is great. We found like no. Oh no, that's just lots of coal. Good. Right. So we need to make some rock mechanisms, like 5 of them, specifically out of dolomite. We also need to make some rock blocks, like 5 of them, or 10 of them, specifically out of dolomite. Dolomite mechanisms, dolomite blocks. Because we're not going to be doing this without dolomite. Also struck some more gems. Yep, gems there. Water there too, that's fine. This could be interesting if we manage to secure the... okay, we need to put some statues down. I mean, I know it's vain, but I need to put my statues of goblets. For them to be knocked over. This needs to happen. How am I doing? Oh my god, Dwarf Fortress. I mean, we found this, which is great. Okay, we're digging. We're digging now. Okay, we are digging. Construction is being done. This is good. We want digging to happen. Also, eventually we could literally just make, like, a fast passageway that leads to... Actually, that's not a bad idea, actually. Look at how much wood we have now. Ah, it's so good. We have wood, we have beds. We have beds being made. You know what? In the future, as a long-term project, we actually want to make more beds. Like, more bedrooms. We want more bedrooms. Not at 1, sorry, at like 6 or 5. We want more bedrooms over time. That's what we want. I'll get these done slowly and steadily and securely. Now, like 10 more beds. Also, while we're thinking about it, make some more doors. Just put doors in places. People like doors if they're well made. Like, well-made doors are good doors. Okay. Also, assigned to this are fancy bracelet. Or amulet. It was a bracelet, wasn't it? No, it was an amulet. It was... that. Put it there. So that we can put it on display and seal it off forever. Also, just cancel doing that for the time being. Rock doors have been made. Time to forge another pick and have an extra miner, maybe? Yeah. this is not a bad idea. We might want to make an iron pick. Yeah, but who's going to be the one to do it? That's the question. Who's going to do it? Vault a treasure. Pull the lever, please. Seal away our precious prize. Okay, how are we doing down here? Let's wait in construction. Resume construction on that, please. 2 vacant. Okay, you found riches. Right, we want a nice open area here. A nice, like, flow of magma there. That's what we want. What a nice flow of magma. Just, you know, right there. It's gonna be fine, everyone. It's gonna be good, okay? It's gonna be great. We're gonna have lots of forging, and it's all gonna be fantastic. Nobody's gonna burn to death in a fiery inferno of doom, okay? Nobody's gonna die. Somebody might die, okay? Somebody might die. How is the dolomite going? Very slowly. We do have some dolomite stuff happening. I need you to make those dolomite blocks really urgently. Like, make some dolomite blocks. And make those mechanisms. Like, make them as a matter of urgency, please. Oh yeah, we absolutely do not want to do this, by the way. Do that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and that, and that. And that. There we go. All gone. We should actually make a area to have a look at our magma forges. Setting a noble's bedroom, I see. Nope, this is not the noble's bedroom. This is going to be the forge. This is where the forging will happen. It's where dreams will literally be forged. From blazing fire. Right, next thing... next thing we need to do is, something is going on with my connection today. It's just generally not agreeing with something, and I don't know why. Just have a look, see if nothing's being downloaded or anything silly. No, nothing's being downloaded on my end. Huh. Just having a slightly odd day, it would seem. Anyway. Right. Next, we need to dig a channel here. Show of network drops, not capture dropping frames. I mean, I could look it up. I don't remember how to look it up. How do I look this up again? I don't remember. What does it say in the UI? Dropped frames. It doesn't give me an exact reference. Like, I'd have to find the specific part of the thing that tells me. I mean, I'm not dropping any frames right now, so... Besides, it's Dwarf Fortress. You wouldn't even notice. I should probably also make, like, a pathway here, just in case you want a few more. Hey, Kiko, stopping in for a while I wait for my... I did a silly thing. I wanted it here. Because it can't be through the middle. I wanted it here. I have erred. Yeah, why floor over it when I can just load up, though, Cav, is the thing. Because I literally just made a save. Like, I literally just made a save. I could just... load it back up, because I think I just saved the game. I will make a backup save. This is not a case of me making a mistake and me loading up because awful. This is a case of I was distracted by looking at frame things to realize that I should have put it here. I'm going to load it back up and we're going to see what happens. Yeah, I think I know what the problem with the connection was. It's pretty much sorted now. Although it appears to be dipping and diving right now. Pass. It's not actually losing frames, it's just being weird. This is stream 2. I'm being weird. Nah. Right, let's load. Let's go back to this and go... Yeah, see? Stream 3 lava area. I hadn't actually started digging the thing out. It could very well be... I don't know. It's something, probably. Okay, see? Here we go. Now, we do this again. Don't worry, it was my fault, really. So, we dig this down like that. We don't panic. We dig down like that. And then we do that. Then we have a nice line like that. Much better. Much better. See, there we go. That's better, because you don't want it to go through the middle area. Neat and tidy? Nah. So now we have an area down here, and that, which is going to be just, like, mined out, which is going to be a disaster, but, yeah, that's going to be mined out eventually, and, it's going to be fun. Fun in air quotes. Also, we need a couple of, iron grates. Give me, like, 5 of them. Okay, so, next step is... we don't have a door. How many dolomite blocks do we have? We have 8 dolomite blocks, which is perfect, because we can now build a bridge here. Like that. Come on. Needs to be anchored to an edge. Oh. Why is it not... Okay, it needs to be anchored to an edge. That's a problem. Dig out... dig out the ramp. Yeah, good call. Dig out the ramp. So. Like that. Okay. There we go. That's better. So do that as an urgent priority. Then we can place that down. Yep. This does mean that this dwarf has the longest to run if something bad happens. Dolomite blocks. This is important. We need to use dolomite blocks. We also probably need to place a couple... Oh, we also need to make an iron anvil. We don't have any iron anvils. Let's make a few of them too. Okay. Are you making that floor grate? Make iron grates. They're being made. Outrunning lava is perfectly doable? Sometimes. So. Let's go to here and place a mechanism here. Which will be made of dolomite. Just make a dolomite one. Just so that we know that's what's going to happen. Okay, dolomite mechanism has been completed. How is everything here? Have we encountered anything awful down here yet? Naked Moldogs and Draltha. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. They're not close to me. I don't need to worry about them right now. That's fine. They don't appear to be bothering me necessarily. Also, we seem to have grabbed pretty much all of the wood, haven't we? We could just seal off the exit. We don't want those things to walk up and cause a problem. Do we need any wood right now? Has all the wood been grabbed? I think it's all been grabbed. What blades? We have no blades to ready. There's nothing to do there. Ah, one of them's off on an adventure. One of them's off on an adventure. He's overcome by terror. Well, he's stuck now. He's just terrified. He's not actually attacking us, he's just terrified. Well, sucks to be you, I'm afraid. Okay, you're digging that. That's great. Okay, that's been made. Dolomite there. Made. And another door here. Oh, you're making doors out of dolomite. Stop that. We have lots of blocks, but we really need, like... You know, we're just going to start building our workshops now. I'm going to start building them now. Like Magma Forge, like here. Iron Anvil. Dolomite Block. Start making these things now. So that we don't end up having things go wrong. Like a Magma smelter here. With a dolomite block, a magma smelter here with a dolomite block, a magma smelter here with a dolomite block, and then when that's filled over, a magma furnace there. So we'll have 3 and 2. Eventually. Okay, that's now made. So link that. I specifically want a dolomite mechanism here. I need a dolomite mechanism. How do I make it pick a dolomite mechanism? Because I don't want it to pick the other one. You can temporarily forbid the other ones. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Mechanism. So. Forbid, forbid, forbid. Forbid, 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 forbid. Forbid, forbid, forbid. Okay. Link to that. So now that I've done that, it should now link it with the right mechanism. Like, 'cause I've given the order, it should now link it with the correct mechanism. So I can now unforbid all of these, and it should be fine. It should link with a dolomite mechanism. Then we can... Looks like we have a fight. The dog is fighting the mole rat. We have combat. And it would seem like the dog is losing. Really badly. Could you please just go? No. You just seem intent on being a nuisance. So this is a problem. He's a problem. You know, let's just open up the way so he can leave. How did he even get there? It snuck in when I tried to close the door. It just walked in. Hello, Atreyu. Okay, are you gonna go away now? Yes. Don't bring your friends! Don't bring your friends! We don't want you! Leave! Now there's 5 of them! Are they worth taming? They're worth getting to go away! They're all coming in now! I don't have any cages. We have 0 cages. Is this linked up? Dolomite mechanism. No mechanism there, though. So, problem. Tafufa is now fighting them. Can we just... Can you just go? Okay, you're seriously injured. That... Tafufa was taking no cruds there. Tafufa's just like, nah, I'm just gonna... kill everything. Just go away. Please leave. I don't have a military. It's still trying to fight. Look, if... Just go. They're drinking my wine. They're getting drunk off my wine. Okay, this is not good. I need to get rid of these right now. Nope, I have no war dogs. I have a grand total of 3 dogs. It is dizzy, because it drunk so much booze that it's drunk. This is bad. I kind of need them to go away, but I have no way to get rid of them. It can drink itself to death. Great! But it's gonna, in the meantime, drink all my booze. And I don't have that much booze. Make a sword? I mean, I could. But I don't think a single sword's gonna do the job. He keeps drinking my booze. And he's being sick everywhere. Yeah, I don't have the like, manpower to do this. I have 22 people. Make 3 swords, I'll make 1 sword. I will make 1 sword. Because I have 22 dwarfs. Are you giving the sword to Lonk? Lonk cannot use the sword. Lonk, as you can recall, is a goose. No, it wasn't a trio. Okay. I need that sword. I need, like, 1 dwarf. And we're just going to try murder these things and... Nope, I'm going to give him a sword. As more of them come in. Who would have thought that my first encounter would be a bunch of mole dogs? But apparently it is. How many are there now? Lots. Okay, there's only like 7. Drunken mole dogs. Okay. Did we make the sword? Great, we've made a sword. Right, so, who gets to be militia commander? Because we don't have one of those yet, and nobody is qualified for this. How's Diggy McDiggy at things? Diggy McDiggy, are you good at fighting? Yes. Diggy McDiggy, you are now the militia dwarf. You're making a new squad. No uniform for now. Just no uniform. You're going to have that as the symbol. It's going to be pink. You're going to be called the Connected Glazers. Well, we'll see what happens when they die. Right, let's add an item. You get the 1 short sword that we have. Alright? Get that sword, and then we're gonna have you go and kill. They keep drinking our wine. No, no, no. I need you... to find these mole rats and just start killing them. Okay, you're just gonna punch it now, apparently. You're just gonna punch it. Diggy McDiggy is not waiting for the sword. Diggy McDiggy... afraid when experiencing trauma, but satisfied when improving... Okay, you're just gonna murder them all. Excellent. Right, let's find all of them. Where are you? Okay. Kill that one. And... not necessarily that one. Or that one. Yep, kill all these ones too. Kill them all. No soap and injuries? Is she injured? I'm sure it'll be fine. Maybe they'll just die. Or... hang on. No. Schedule... lots of training. Okay. Go get your equipment, alright? Diggy diggy, pick up the sword, alright? Go grab that. It's now spring. See, they'll have a sword now. They'll be much better at killing things. Or they'll just die. It'll be the sacrifice that Diggy McDiggy makes, okay? It will be the sacrifice they make as they try and kill mole dogs. It will be sad, but we must. We really just want them to go away. Could make armor too? Nope, we need to deal with this now. They are too much of a nuisance for us to wait. So kill you. And you two. And you. And you two. Just try and kill all of them, okay? I wish you luck, Diggy McDig. You might die. Giant eagle we don't care about. Okay, off you go. Go find them. Right, it's one dead. Kill the molder. Okay, two dead. That one's dead. I think. Yeah, that one's very dead. That one's also dead. Doing pretty well here. And that one's dead. Okay. Any more? That one's dead. Okay. You killed them all. Well done. Okay. Your profession is Stabby McStab now. You didn't feel anything after seeing all of the corpses, but you are uneasy at being unable to pray to Duthna for too long. Okay, the Duthna part, I mean, that's an issue. Not being able to pray to Duthna, oof, that's bad. Okay, we need to now make, very quickly, a hospital. Because, yeah, we don't have one of them. We kind of need one of them. So. Now you can make Moldog soap to cleanse the wounds. I could, actually. but it won't be fast enough, is the problem. Also, I never remember how to make these things. I never remember how to make a, the soap. Meeting area, here. Okay. Plus, hospital. Now we need the chief medical doctor. Okay, so let's assign the doctor is Hammy. The surgeon is Mr. Dark. The diagnostician... Oh. Oh. The bone doctor can be can be chaos. And the doctor should be... Well, she can be the blacksmith and that. Mishi, you're the doctor. So this is good, okay? We're all fine here. Soap is wood, lye. Yeah, we don't have any of that. We don't have any of that right now. We could make some ash. Lye? Do we have any lye? No, we need to make some lye. Lye. Yeah, they're a bit dead for that. They're a bit too dead. No, I didn't, Atrio. It's nice to be with you, Kiko. I really good like Cat Quest. Been watching it every morning at breakfast, as well as other games, Memento. It's no problem, Atrio. Glad to entertain. Only buckets. We don't have many buckets. So that's an issue. We don't have many buckets. They died a long time ago. They died a long time ago, those animals. Like, unfortunately, they're already dead. No, they're still very dead. They are like constituent parts. Let's have you have no order. Let's have you be off duty right now. The moles? They are very dead. And also kind of horrendously bloodied. We aren't going to be getting very much stuff from them, I'm afraid.
Ooh, a pouch of gold.
The mole ants died very messily, hacked to pieces by an angry dwarf avenging their booze. Yeah, we lost booze from that, I might add. There was some good booze there, and we lost it. There was booze. The issue here is we don't have a lot of booze. They do produce fat, but they're also very, very hacked to pieces. I don't think we're going to be getting very much from them. I don't know if I have an order to butcher them. Like, you don't need an order. Well, if they do it, they'll do it. And if they don't, they don't. Right now what we really need is the problem that we don't have much booze. I'm a little concerned about the lack of booze. Got lots of food, but not a lot of booze. Got lots of wood, but not a lot of booze. What makes booze? Plants. Plants make booze. Also, I think we're ready to cause some catastrophes here. Autumn. So, we're ready to let the lava out. Who's going to be the lava flowy person thingy? Because I know it's not going to be one of my good miners. It's going to be one of my slow miners. Children cannot mine. And we are not sending a child to dig a hole into lava. We are not doing that. That does not seem like a good idea. However, we are going to tell this person not to mine. There's no risk if you break the wall. That's actually a good idea. If I break the wall from above and then... Oh, that's a good idea. It's a very good idea. Good thinking there. Then nobody dies from magma-induced death. Ah, we don't have any thread. So, no thread. Your arm is cut open. Need sutures. We don't have thread. Well, remember that order for not collecting webs? Collect webs. We kinda need them. Like right now. Need a loom for that? Well, good news. I have one. Also, I'm going to say no automatic weaving of all thread. Kiko's loom. It's true. By the way, good news. Lava's flowing. Now, we wall this up with a dolomite block. And just like that, we now have lava coming in. Oh! The elves are here! The elves are here! Huh! We must have made a really good impression on our first trade for the elves to have... It's alright. We're not a barony yet. The elves currently don't care. So long as we're not a barony, the elves don't start complaining. Once we become a barony, the elves begin to complain. Right now, they were just brought here because they heard about our amazing, like, quality stuff. They heard about all of our cool trades. We can get some food and some plants here. This is a good opportunity. This is a good opportunity for us to get some good stuff. So let's get all of... Oh, we do not have a lot of finished goods. But... Ooh,
a pouch of
Dwarves
gold.
be like, we built our fortress far away from any forest. The elves are still coming. Bone figurine for an elf. The elf is looking at a cut tree. The elf is retching. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's worth 1,000. We're leaving that one behind. This should be okay. If we're really desperate, we could trade some iron to them. Or platinum. I want to save the platinum. Then again, we could give them like a few pieces of platinum. We have a lot more iron. Let's go into the bins. There should be a bar bin. Yeah, there's a bar and block bin. There's a couple of bins with bars and blocks in them. Oh, there's one at the top. Let's bring all of it up and see what happens. Let's just do that. Wasn't expecting the elves. What did you bring, by the way? They brought a koala with them. And a dingo and a peregrine falcon. They brought a koala. Okay, just ignore the dead animals as you come by. Just ignore them. Here they come. How you doing, buddies? Just gonna bring a few more boxes up. How is this doing? It's filling up very quickly. I'm very pleased with this result, by the way. Is there any more horribleness that's appeared? No! Everything seems to be very empty. Okay, that's good. Right. Broker requested. So I heard you're in the wilderness with no wildlife for miles around. Here's some pets! I mean, sure. Okay. He's eating. That's fine. We have a tree. Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Trade at depot. There you are. Right. We always save before the trade. Especially with elves. Always save before you trade with the elves. Always. So, as a note, I'm going to try my best to be friends with the elves. This may come as a surprise to you, but I'm going to endeavour to be as friendly to the elves as possible. Because I don't want to annoy them. I do not want to be attacked by elves. The last thing I want is to be attacked by elves. Yeah, you might try and give them a stick, and they will cry. As a note, with this in mind, we might want to think about expanding the size of our stockpile of wood.
Ooh, a pouch of
Will elves
gold.
take rock gumbler? Probably. Thank you, Cav. 50 bits, that's so kind. Greetings. We are enchanted by your more ethical works. We come to trade. Ooh, they have brought stuff in the clever dwarf method. Don't attack the elves, exploit them. Thank you very much there, Noldham. 10 bits, that's so kind of you. What have they brought? Well, the koala... They also brought a slug. The koala is exceptionally cheap. What did you bring that is, like, useful? An instrument called 1. Alright, what have you brought this useful? You brought barrels. Okay, cheap barrels are great. You brought buckets. I will buy all your buckets that are reasonably valued. I will not buy any of your weapons, because they are what is commonly referred to as hot garbage. You never buy their weapons. I'm going to buy the essential things first. You don't buy their shields, you don't buy their helmets. Ooh, they brought some expensive clothes. I'll buy the boxes. Seeds. And leaves. Oh, these are so good. We want all of these because we want to make beer. Crutches and splints are honestly very useful as well. Those are quite useful. Okay. He didn't bring any eggs. I'm going to buy the instruments, but first, I'm going to buy their cheap cages. I'm going to buy their falcon, and their slug, and their koala, and their mountain goat, and that cage as well. Also, cheap instruments are absolutely fantastic. Completely agree. And honestly, buy them too. Like, they seem to be pretty good. That, however, means we have 1,000 to deal with. And a bug that refuses to... We want your buckets, but we have actual valuables. We want your buckets! I mean, seriously, we want their buckets. We really want their buckets. Toy boat? Now we can make those. That said, these are so cheap, we can throw those in. Okay, what can we trade with them? I mean, I've got random none. Let's sell the things that aren't figurines to them. Things that aren't figurines, we will sell to them and see what they want. Oh, yeah, not that though. Alright, let's double check the things that are not bone. Yeah, shale, cinnabar, claystone, claystone. We're gonna have to sell them some bars. We don't sell them these. They're made of bone. That would upset them dearly. Get it? Because bone. Alright, that's fine. We can sell them these things. Can shell be made to slate? Nope. Sell all of them to you. And that. And these. All these are good. This is not going to get anywhere near what we need. Oh. That will upset them dearly and rain. It will. They'll be very upset. This bauxite bracelet, though, that's going to be worth a fair bit. Okay. There's a crown. There's some more scepters and an amulet. An amulet, this, that, this, that. By the way, the greatest thing in the world, by the way, is either having, like, infinite glass... Right, we're going to have to make a glass furnace, because, we can basically have infinite glass. Gonna make sure... Oh, Cav's trinket isn't here, but we need infinite glass. Mental note. Make sure we have infinite glass. That's very important to get. Infinite glass. That's a bajillion figurines. Okay, we are very much not able to meet this quota. Some iron bars would do it. And honestly, iron bars are more plentiful for us than platinum. Like, platinum is really valuable. Iron is more plentiful. We can just throw iron bars at them until they're happy. We could give them a platinum bar, absolutely. I absolutely will gift them one. Okay, we're into green. Or into that. Ooh, there we go. That's an absolutely guaranteed trade. Like, we think we're really overpaying here. Maybe if I do that. Will they take this trade? They seem willing to trade. No. No. They're like, please understand, but we really want to rip you off. No. Like, where's my 1,000 value thing that they want to take off me? They really want that ridiculous... No. They do live far away, yeah, but also no. I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that. I'll give you a bit more iron. How about that? Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Much better. Now, good sir, we present this to you as a gift of our friendship. You are too kind. I know we gave them a platinum bar as well, but we got lots of cool stuff, and that's the important thing. We got neat things. No trader needed. Move goods. We did good there. We got a lot of nice things. We traded away a fair amount of metal, but metal isn't going to be a problem soon because we have this. This pretty much means that we're alright in that regard. We also need to extend this a little bit. We need to extend that right now. A human spearman is visiting. Huh. We have a guest. We don't know what he's here for, but he's here. How you doing, buddy? He is... We don't know. He's talking to a dog right now. Also, how's Diggy? Diggy is fine. They have some wounds, but they're fine. Also, you are making coke from lignite. And you don't need any coal to do it. Now, here's a question, Cav. Should I get rid of these? Because realistically, do I need these anymore? Like, I feel like this area is a little bit redundant. You might have put upper limits on coal. Yeah, we might want to. You can forbid them. That is true. Also, G-Volt there. Thank you so very much for 31 months. That is so kind of you. Thank you. I can't forbid them. It doesn't seem like I can forbid these. Oh! That forbids them. Oh, interesting. Okay. Forbidden! We should blatantly just build, like, a stairway that just heads up. It's a long way away, though. It's a long way away. But we could make, like, a storage area here. For, like, all of our bars and ores and everything else. How about a lift with a pulley system? Not a thing you can do. At least not to my knowledge. Okay, who's digging? You're digging. Who else is good at digging? By the way, your job is literally digging. You can make a powered minecart spiraling upward, theoretically. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That seems like a bad idea. So we made ash. We might need to get some animals. Oh, petitions. So, Calthal Hand Spattered wants to eradicate monsters. This is a terrible idea and we don't want him. For a start, he is, he's a competent spearman, but he's a human, which means I'd have to make lots of large equipment for him. And I've generally found that Monster Slayer's general task is to hang around your places, drink your booze, and not kill anything. That's generally what they do. They are not good at the whole fighting monsters. But he asked nicely, and we will refuse him. Nicely. Also, we should make this 2 so that they go and do the other thing. So yeah, they're just going to hang around for a while. You're already doing stuff, which is fantastic. Yep, see? They're just going around, making this is really good. We will still need coal, though. For, Are you going to make that? I don't know if they're going to make that. Anyway. We could start making steel. We absolutely could start making steel. We could make an order for, like, pig iron. And say if pig iron bars are less than, like, 30, and flux stone is greater than 10... we still need coal for, yeah, we still need coal for pig iron. And we still need coal for steel bars. We need a lot of steel bars, though. Manage to have council sword to make pig iron. Not enough bacon. Yeah, I know. He's just so cruel like that. He's just so cruel. How dare. They are quite monstrous. Okay, cut gems are done. Brewer is fine. See, you're already starting to, like, smelt ores and everything else. You're gonna... Ah, you're hauling the block. Are you? No, you're just... Okay, the wall is never... Ooh! Stray dog tames, just giving birth to puppies! Puppies! Yay! So eventually these ones will then become war dogs and we can, like, tie them to chains outside of our fortress. That's the plan! Look at how successful this mining operation has become. So you're now making ash. A human bowman is visiting. We've made lye. Okay. I mean, eventually we can have a soap thing. Now, we need to specify here soap items. We need to say, do we have less than X soap bars? Migrants. Okay. Migrants are coming. Also, let me just quickly put down a traction bench. Or two. We have migrants, and we don't have a place to house them. So, let's get this built right now. Ooh dear. We can quickly name the migrants, and then we'll have to call it for the day, I think. We'll see how many turn up. Please don't be a lot. Is that it? Okay, that looks to be it. What do we have? More children! Yay! We have more than 10% of our population as children. And a miner? Very nice. Let me just quickly make you a miner. A miner, a woodcutter, a gem setter, very nice, a weaver, a fish dissector. Oh boy, did you pick the wrong place to come to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Where do dwarfs come from? The other, our founding civilization. Children that aren't contributing, but they will in the future. Now, let's name these people. Quickly. So, Deucim. You are Ascray. Marvellous. Next, Lolor. You are Araso. Marvellous. Hurry like fish. We're going to a desert. Darn it. Why did I agree to this? You are Dark Tubes. There we go. Dark Tubes has been named. Interesting names. Yep. We have Rakenshin. Also, we absolutely need to make a statue, by the way. In a moment. Stukos is Zudi. And more importantly, the children. They're the future. And they have beards. And this one, his name's Snowflake. It's a snowflake in the desert. And lastly, we have not a rogue AI. It's very true, they're not. This one is a dwarf. But more importantly, before we conclude, I need to make a statue. An iron statue. Just one. Her name is where's Diggy? They're called like Dobar Nosing de Cost, apparently. This is going to be interesting. So, new image, historical figure. Oh no. I don't know what they're called. Third. This one? Dobar brush floors? Is that their name? We're gonna make a statue in dedication of the first true combat. Dobar brush floors. Naked Moldogs. And a dog. Action or relationship? No. It's fine. They are massacring the naked Moldogs. The mole dogs look confused. Yeah, seems fine. Yep. A fine statue to commemorate our first battle. Pretty sure it is, Oh, I just totally messed it up, didn't I? I totally messed it up. Hang on. Arg! I messed it up. They are called... yeah, nosing to cost. Dobar rush claws. Okay. I totally messed it up. I didn't remember that if you click it, it does a thing. So, we'll do it again. So it's nosing to cost. It's you. Take your mole dogs. And a dog. And then that. And that. There. The actual dogs did nothing in the last time. They're not meant to. Did none. They're not meant to. It's just there. Being a dog. But you know what time it is, folks? Once we've saved. Bork? I mean, there is Bork. Yep, indeed, it is time for us to call an adieu to the stream. But hey, we've achieved great things. We got to the caverns. We found wood. We've got magma mine. We've got magma flow. We have pasture. We have elves. We also had naked mole dogs that decided to drink all of our beer. That part was a little bit annoying, but we can deal with the rest of it. More importantly, we've started steel processing, which means that we can then have steel equipment. And once we have steel weapons and armor, we can actually start a military. That's the plan. Start a military with a proper set of armor, just in time for them all to horribly die. We also really, really desperately need to make some beds for these dwarves now, which we're doing. Very productive stream, no problem. Glad to entertain. There are a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we... Almost self-sufficiency? No, we need a lot of thread and silk, and we don't have that. A couple of things we need to quickly talk about before we conclude, starting off with my website, Kikoskia.com. You can check out all kinds of things, including my website. You can also check out the Friendly Dusseldom. You can also check out my schedule, rather. The Friendly Dusseldom, which is a short novella. And there's also my links where you can buy my book, Errant Hope, while Cav works in editing book 2 and I work on writing book 3. Then there is my Discord, where you can join a large and thriving community that I'm often a part of. There's loads of places to talk about stuff. Loads of emotes based on Let's Plays and streams past and present. He uses all the silk on the amulet. Yeah, he did. And also, if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you're sub to me on Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. Then there is my Patreon, where you can pledge, no problem, Derpy, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's loving Let's Play or stream-wise hidden behind paywalls, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you typically don't see, including but not limited to all of the editing and compression and test recordings and everything else that goes on in the background to make what I do possible. There's a lot of it. Cav and I spent many hours doing stuff in the background to make this the best it can be. And then my internet goes bleh, and it all gets undone. But usually it doesn't. No problem, Magma. And, especially in these trying times, I do rely on the people that pledge to me on Patreon to make what I do a reality. So those that do pledge to me not only get a different coloured name on Discord and my deep and sincere thanks, they also get the ability to vote on upcoming playthroughs when the opportunity arises. I should really move all of this wood downstairs. It's what I probably should do, considering we're not going to be getting any wood from upstairs. That's a thought for next time, though. I might use this as like a second pasture or something. But, that's a thought for next time. There's also my YouTube, where you can check out all my content. From the very first video I put up over 15 years ago, I'm so old, to the most recent one that went up today, all the Twitch VODs as well, and also the first VOD of this stream series. That's also up there too. And if you accept that one, that's true, accept that one. And if you sub to me, you'll get me one step close to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and if we get there, I'll do a replay of Terror for the Deep and a replay stream of Wizard of Warriors 2 Iron Sword. And if we get to 1 million YouTube subscribers somehow, I will do those eyelash tutorials that people keep asking about. Here's a really old, I feel it. There's also my Twitter, where you can follow me to get notifications about when I start streaming or my Let's Play videos go live and all kinds of random other stuff. I put up tweets about games I'm playing, I put up tweets about Gunpla I'm building, or Gunpla parts that I'm painting, like I did today. And all kinds of random other stuff. Sometimes I even put up tweets about deep and thoughtful things, but most of the time, it's just derp. Most of the time, it's just derp. Finally, I need to thank all of you, because seriously, you're all absolutely fantastic and amazing and wonderful and brilliant, and I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are the heart and soul of my community, you make what I do possible, and I love making content for all of you. You are the reason I can do it, and as long as you're entertained, that is all I could ever hope for. No problem, Maida. Like, seriously. I know I say it every time, but I do mean it. You are just wonderful and the greatest community I could ever have. And you're all gonna horribly die in this fortress! Yay! Wait, that's not a yay. But it is what's gonna happen! Most likely. Also need to make a tavern next time as well. But seriously, thank you all ever so much. You are all absolutely amazing. Thank you, seriously. Thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow, Animal Crossing New Horizons, 2 PM, BST. There's nobody to leave this time, because I don't have anybody that has given me their photo. If Rudy or Tybalt does, then they can, but otherwise we'll be working on a garden, working on a house interior, and all that other good stuff. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone. For if everyone's nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.